November 25th is the day that we take a look at some turkey facts. In no particular order, here are some from my collection, and they might even be true. It takes a great number of turkeys to make one big bird. That is, the famed bird of Sesame Street is covered in 4,000 turkey feathers, that have all been dyed bright yellow. However, Big Bird is not a turkey. Long before some human foot races were called turkey trots, such was the name that was used when a turkey farmer was shepherding the birds to market. The death march for the birds was long, so booties were slipped over their feet to help them get to market. There was a dance in the gay 90s called the turkey trot, and preachers everywhere worked hard to get it outlawed. It was just too lewd for the standards for the day. In many cases, the men of the cloth were successful, but it just turned into the foxtrot by 1914, and the exhausted clergy just gave up. It's common knowledge that Ben Franklin wanted the turkey to be the national bird, but why? How is the wild turkey a better selection than the bald eagle? The wild turkey of Ben's day was a brightly plumed, cunning bird of flight. Unlike eagles, turkeys live in flocks called rafters. Imagine seeing a flock or rafter of birds as large as turkeys flying across the sky. It must have been a fantastic sight. Wild turkeys have longer necks and legs, as well as smaller breasts than turkeys bred for the table.
The true American turkey was wild and wary to the point of genius, said author G.T. Klein.
The most prized parts of the turkey that are bred for the dinner table are the breasts. This introduces a problem for the next generation. The toms are unable to fertilize the hen's eggs because the breasts get in the way, so a little help is needed from the handlers, who work in the hatcheries. Now imagine trying to explain that on a first date. You know, I help turkeys make more turkeys. By the way, the reason why we call the male turkey a tom comes from Ben Franklin too. He was not happy with Thomas Jefferson, due to his lack of support on getting the turkey named as the national bird, so he started calling the males toms. What is the difference between white meat and dark meat, other than the taste? It has to do with the function of the muscle. Muscles that are used more, need more oxygen, and thus they have more blood. More blood means a darker meat. The gobble gobble sound of the turkey comes only from the male or tom. The hen clucks, or clicks, and never gobbles. In the mid-20th century, it was not a kind thing to call a person a turkey. The domesticated turkey is nothing like the cunning turkey of Franklin's day. The farm-raised turkey is rather a stupid animal. Entire rafters of turkeys have been found drowned as they were looking up while it was raining. Just how the turkey got its name is unclear, but one theory is that Columbus named the bird. He thought that it was related to the peacock, and since he thought that he was in India, or getting close to India, he called the similar birds tuca, which is the Hindi word for peacock. Just how it is that the turkey became associated with Christmas dinner is due to Charles Dickens and his tale, The Christmas Carol. Most of our current Christmas traditions were fabrications from that same story. In other words, Dickens invented Christmas as we know today. In 1975, Americans ate only 8 pounds of turkey per year. However, within 20 years that number had reached 18 pounds per person per year, and there it has remained stable for the last 25 years. What is wild turkey bourbon? The story goes like this: back in 1940, Thomas McCarthy, a hunter and distillery executive, brought a private supply of bourbon with him on a wild turkey hunt. The following year, the good old boys from Kentucky requested more of the same bourbon, referring to it as wild turkey. Mr. McCarthy later honored his friends by turning the nickname into a legendary brand of Kentucky bourbon. Today, the distillery is located in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky.
It has been reported by the U.S. turkey producers that the demand for large turkeys is down this year and the demand for small turkeys is up.
Perhaps that is because the CDC suggests that we keep our gathering smaller this year. Encourage good cheer as we all get through this together.